Hello YouTube, I'm Yuli and this is Marshmallow. And today we're going to be talking about something that's caught my attention for a really long time. One thing that I noticed when I was first enlisting is I'd be scrolling through YouTube's trying to find some guidance because honestly, it's a scary thing enlisting, signing your life away for 4 years or whatnot, or 5 depending on your contract. But I was trying to find, get some knowledge on what the hell is the Marine Corps, like, damn. And, okay, I had to stop and, put some music on because I was getting kind of nervous. Anyways, one thing I did notice was that there wasn't a lot of female Marines, and that really, it caught my attention because that was one of the things that I was looking for. I was looking for a female that, brought to light a lot of my questions that males couldn't answer, So here I am today. Hopefully this helps you guys, and if you guys want different videos, more information, just hit the comments, let me know what do you guys want to hear. Not what do you guys want to hear, but what questions do you want answered. And I'll try to do my best to be very helpful without completely ruining the whole boot camp, mysterious little thing that it has going to it. But I'll reveal what I can, and if you guys like my YouTube, subscribe. Alright, let's get started. First things first is receiving week. You will not be able to hygiene as much as you think that you are. You're not. You're probably not gonna have good restroom breaks either. It's really disgusting. You don't shower for 3 days or something like that. And one thing I can you're gonna be receiving shots, receiving your gear, receiving everything, and you'll have your initial instructors, drill instructors, but they're not gonna be permanent. So they're kind of there just to give you your shit. And so anyways, with that being said, as soon as you get your gear, one thing you should do, label your shit. So our platoon had our platoon was we had a really bad time with the whole receiving issue because none of us labeled anything. We were on a rush. We were also the super series, one of the only series, one of the first in a very long time series to have a 3 platoon, we were super, series. But one thing that our platoon had a lot of trouble was because we did not label our shit because our instructors told us oh, you guys don't have time for that, whatever, all screaming at us. No, find some time. Fucking wake up. When you guys are going to sleep, fucking wake up and write your shit down, because I'm telling you, this will help you so much. Okay, and then next comes Black Friday. Black Friday is that's when you meet your drill instructors. You're gonna see them fucking march, fucking give you your fucking, oh my gosh, they are fucking queens when they fucking do their whole little march shit. They are fucking queens. But anyways, not they're fucking scary, not gonna lie. And so a lot of what they're gonna be doing is back and forward, pick it up. Okay, drop it. Pick it up. Drop it. Pick it up. Get back. Now go. Get back. Now go. It's gonna be a lot of that, and it's cool for a while. You're oh shit, this is nice, whatever. But then you actually after a while you're holy shit, is this ever gonna stop? And honestly, I was so scared. I wasn't used to the whole "I ma'am," "yes ma'am," "no ma'am," "this recruit ma'am," never saying your name or anything like that. I wasn't used to that, so it kind of it got the best of me. At least I was one of the ones who were getting IT'd since day one because I didn't know shit. And so that's one thing to practice if you guys aren't already. The "yes ma'am," "I ma'am." Practice not saying "I," because that will fucking screw you up. As soon as a drill instructor hears the word I here's the word "I," they will go ah, and fucking they'll fucking tear your shit apart, man. Okay, the next next thing I want to talk about is classes. So there are going to be a couple of classes that you will have. And honestly, one thing that you want to keep in mind is do not fall asleep. Do not. Whatever it takes, do not. Pinch yourself if you have to. Do not. One thing I did was drink a lot of water, but the downfall to that is that you had to pee a lot, and it kind of sucked, you know? Like because you're always being rushed in the bathroom. You are being counted down. You are 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you know, like type of shit, you know? And honestly, like, everything kind of like really sucked. Not to like, not like unmotivate you guys or anything. It's like, embrace it, you know? So another thing is ITs. So what that kind of means is like you're isolated from everyone. Well, a group of you, like sometimes they choose multiple people and they're like, okay, you guys go to the quarter deck, you know, go to like the top of the deck, whatever I don't know how to explain it, quarter deck. And then so you guys are just there and they're like high knees, and then you start doing the fucking high knees and shit. You start, you know, one thing, it's gonna suck. It's gonna suck so fucking much. But a way that I got, since I've been getting IT since day one, like one thing that really got them to like kind of back off a little is that you scream louder. You scream louder no matter what you're doing. No matter if you're tired, you scream louder. Even if your knees aren't even going that like high and you're kind of like, you know, you're already like fucking 5 minutes in, you're like, fuck, you know, like I'm already fucking tired. Like, scream. Because what they want to see is passion. They want to see that in you, that no matter if you're fucking dying, no matter like if you're so winded, you will still give them the fucking respect that they've earned, you know? And so another thing is drill. Yeah, a lot of you guys, a lot of poolies like don't really know much about drill, but honestly you learn it along the way. And if you guys ever want a video on that, like I'll try to make one as like helpful as possible. Fucking the ditties. So there's gonna be a lot of times, like from the very beginning, you're gonna have ditties. What are ditties? They're like, they are like things that you chant in a way to help you remember knowledge. And that's like, honestly, I never really caught on to the ditties as much, but if a drill instructor catches you not singing the ditties, screaming the ditties, you know, if they catch you not saying the ditties, they will IT you. They will fuck you up. And so one question I do get asked a lot is hygiene. Like, what the fuck happens? Like, bras and stuff like that, you know, like, first, a lot of people don't get their periods because you're under so much stress that your body, I don't know the science to this, but a lot of people do not get their periods. Like, they kind of stop, especially with the amount of food that you're eating. Well, not the amount of food, but the type of food. It's really like overloaded with protein because you're always running around and stuff like that. So a lot of females didn't get it, but some did. Like, some people did. And we're all issued like a pack of tampons and a pack of pads, like both, like whichever you prefer or whatever. And the people who don't have like tampons and pads, I mean, that don't need it, they usually like give them away and shit, you know? So there's one thing. Another thing, birth control is issued in boot camp. And so it's weird because you can either get the little thing in your arm or you can get the pills and stuff like that, and that all, honestly, like, it helps you stop your period. And so yeah, I think I know the reason behind that. Maybe I'll reveal it in another YouTube video, but later. Sports bras. So you are issued whites, your tidy whities, whatever you guys call them. You are issued them. You're depending on size too, and socks and stuff like that, because normally the clothes that you are wearing, the clothes that you're received in, you end up putting in a bag, and like it's it's like stored away until like the day you graduate type of thing. And so you're completely like, you're wearing everything they issue you, so they will have like all types of sizes, so that's not one thing that you should be worried about. Another thing I get asked a lot is swim qual. Everyone has to do it, yes. And is it hard? So okay, it's not hard, but a lot of people fail it because you are in camis while doing the swim qual. So I don't know, it all depends. There are like little tricks that you can do, like putting air in your camis like before you go swimming, because it helps you float, because the camis are heavy and they're not even your size. They don't make you wear your camis to the fucking swim qual. No, you are wearing like big ass fucking boots that don't even fit you, that are twice your size, and they fucking weigh you down. And that's why I felt the first time, maybe the second time, but I passed the third time, okay? As long as I was relentless. Okay, okay, one thing we do need to talk about. There are gonna be a lot of unmotivating personalities. You're gonna see the worst in your sisters. And that's one thing you can either let it drag you down and become like demotivated, demoralized, you know, or you can be one of those that are like, no, fuck this, you know, like, and help spread that fucking like that positivity, you know. And honestly, like, I was one of those. I was one of the people who always try to be happy, always try to like always try to like obviously not show my happiness, because then I would get IT'd, but like I always try to have like a really positive personality. And that's how I ended up squad leader. I was like squad leader since like the first month, and it stuck by, you know, the first phase, and I like kept that position till I graduated. And a lot of that had to do because I had a persistent personality, you know, like I didn't want to give up. You know, some things I did suck at, like drill, I liked it, I was pretty good, but you know, you gotta put out in everything you do, no matter if you're hurting, no matter if you feel like today's not the day, I am not dealing with this shit today. No, like, you gotta like put 100% all the time. And you will hear this a lot. You will hear people just being like, just, you know, like, just kind of hide, you know, like hide, be a stanchion recruit is what they called them. But honestly, that only, like, you do get through boot camp without being noticed. Well, obviously they still know you, but you're not one of the ones who are constantly being IT'd. But is that really pushing you? Is that really fucking, like, is that helping you grow as a person, as a recruit, and as a fucking Marine? Because you will get there, you know? And so, yeah, like, fucking push forward. Stand out if you have to. Like, I stood out, and that's how I graduated squad leader, you know? And so do's and don'ts, real quick. Do's. Okay, so do scream loud. I'm just playing. Do respond. I'm just playing. Oh my gosh, we laugh, ha ha ha. Anyways, do's, be a laundry recruit. Be a trash recruit. Be something, not just a regular recruit. Do other things. Like, I was a laundry recruit, so I always like stepped aside while everybody was getting like counted down, and I would do the laundry for, like, I would put in all the laundry for everyone. And honestly, that made boot camp bearable, because I had my laundry, like, sister, if you will. Her name was Mata, and well, we were laundry recruits together, and honestly that helped us get through it, because even when everybody was getting chewed out outside, we were over here like doing the laundry. And when we didn't get caught, we would be singing, you know, like, just, you know, reminiscing about, like, you know, being a civilian. And that really, like, it helped me go through, like, honestly. And like, my friend, she was a good singer too, so I was a really terrible singer, and plus my my voice was all like scratchy and shit because of screaming and shit. So honestly, I'm not even a good singer. That's not even an excuse. But try to do little things like that, like become a laundry recruit, become a trash recruit. I think there's other recruits, but kind of bathroom recruits. They also like they clean the bathroom. They're the ones who check that everyone's out, and then they clean it right after. And it's always good to be in those positions because like you kind of get away, you know, you're not constantly being yelled at, and you kind of get like a little, like, even if it's like 5 minutes, you get that, you know, like it's gonna be okay, you know. And so another do your hair. So I had the problem, like, so my whole platoon would literally get IT'd because of me, because I didn't know how to do fucking hair. I didn't know how to, maybe I'll make a video about that, like how to do the perfect little bun and shit. But your hair is a really big like thing with the whole female Marine community, whatever you want to call it. But so usually if you have like little flyaways, like there will be drill instructors that will call you out and be like, what the fuck, you know, like they will literally, like, they will call you out on your bullshit. So, you know, like, do your fucking hair. Don'ts, real quick, don'ts. Do not get food shipped to you. Do not, I repeat, do not get food shipped to you. It is embarrassing, first of all, because you are called out in front of everyone. And if the only way you can keep it is eating it all in front of everyone. And it's not a bad idea, not gonna lie, like fucking binging real quick, but no, do not. You will get IT'd for that for like the rest of the week. Day, morning, night, not night, but like day, morning, the whole fucking day. Anytime that there is IT sessions, you will get IT'd. And so that's a big, like, don't. Also don't have, like, another do is like have your parents write to you, have a lot of people write to you, give your, you know, like, actually you're obviously not gonna know your fucking your address, so write down the people who you do want to write to. Write down in a little Bible, because they can't touch your Bible. You can put like, you can make like a little, what's it called, like a little folder right there. Make it like obviously discreet, and you can write down like everybody's fucking like all their addresses, so that way you can initially write to them, and then they know what your address is, and then they can continue writing. Because honestly, one thing that, like, you will see it in everybody's face, we would all be standing in line and like fucking attention. We'd be all like hearing the names that are being called out, and you can see it in their faces. Like once their name got called out, like you can literally see their fucking, like, their face bright up and be like, oh my god, you know, like I got mail. And people don't understand how that plays a big role too. And like you'll see people in their senior drill instructor square away time, like you'll have like roughly or like around an hour to like square away your stuff for the next day, like write, look at mail and stuff like that. You'll see everyone crying about like about the mail that they received. And then if you're just a friend watching, you know, like, oh, my friend's gonna be a Marine, let me see, you know, send your friend pictures. That always, like, that got me. Every time I got pictures sent, I cried like a baby. I fucking cried. And so that's a big, like, do it. Fucking do it. Okay, so the Crucible. That is last but not least. I'm not gonna go too in depth with that, because that is something that you're gonna have to go through, you know? That is the most, like, it's the hardest that you'll be awake most of the time. I'm trying not to spill so much, I swear to God. Okay, but one thing, how you can prepare for the Crucible. So you'll make little PX runs. PX is like a grocery store, but only like stuff for your hair, and like, you know, buy like those Band-Aids that like have the little gel, And like your drill instructors are gonna look at you being like, oh my god, what the fuck are you getting? That's not on the list, you know, type of thing. But do it. Who the fuck cares? Get the fucking little band-aids with the little gel thing in the back, because when you put those in back of your heel for when you put your boot on, it's gonna help so much, because so many people will have blisters, especially after hikes or any hikes like that. Like your foot will have blisters. And so that's one way to prepare for it. Another one, hydrate. Always, I know it's heavy, like to fill your whole canteen up, but at the Crucible you won't need it. You won't need every single, like, I remember we all ran out of water one time and it was a fucking crisis. But be hydrated. Okay, so the overall, like, the gist of this is, honestly, going through boot camp, it's a bunch of bullshit. Like, it's a bunch of bullshit, and you're like, why the fuck are we doing this? And honestly, like, the thing that's funny about it is that everything kind of, like, they do every single thing for a reason. They, like, up to how you're holding the cup, to, like, everything. And I promise you, if you put out and you, like, and you know that you fucking worked your ass off for that, blood, sweat, and tears, when you receive that EGA in your hand, it will feel like honestly, everybody started crying, and you get to choose a drill instructor that gives it to you. And so, like, honestly, I started bawling. I started fucking crying. But it made me realize, like, all of it was worth it, you know, like, all the pain, everything. And when you're fucking graduating and you see your parents in the fucking bleachers, it is the most, like, how do you say it? The most rewarding thing that you can ever have. Like, just your parents coming, seeing human beings again. That's terrible, but seeing them and being like, oh my god, it's finally over. I'm not gonna tell you that these 3 months are gonna fly by, because they're really not. You have to keep yourself going, you know. Like, nobody's gonna like help you as much as you do. Like, your sisters are always gonna be there, and the bonds that you make, they are unbreakable. They truly are. But if you think that they're always gonna be like that positivity that's gonna keep you going, no, you're wrong. Like, you have to find that within yourself, and that's what makes everything much more worth it. Because nothing in the Marine Corps is ever given. You have to earn every single thing, and you'll notice it, up to your name tapes, up to, like, actually wearing your uniform right, being able to do your bun correctly. Like, you will earn every single little thing. And that's what, okay, I'm not gonna say it. So basically, have a good mindset throughout the whole thing. Have a hopeful mindset. Trust. Put your trust in your drill instructors, because honestly, just, like, they know what they're doing. They're there for a reason. Just trust them and trust the process, and you will get through it. I believe in you guys, and I hope you guys, like, I hope I can help you guys in any other way. Like, please, like, comment and let me know. All right, bye.